Hi, welcome back. Here we're starting Module 2. Today we'll be going over anatomy and just some basic sports injury. In this first topic of Module 2, this is a foundation for understanding our human body and how it develops. And so this, as a coach, this is important, especially for you high school coaches, and just knowing where your athletes are at. And you're dealing with students that are 14 to 18 and just a whole cycle of development. And sometimes, should we be asking a 14-year-old to do the same things that our 18-year-olds are doing? Is this beneficial, or what should our expectations be? And I think the answer to that question is pretty simple, that we have to meet our athletes where we're at. Even within the different ages, we could have a 14-year-old who's very developed and able to get in the weight room and really do a lot, and we could have a 16-year-old whose body isn't there yet. And should we be asking that athlete to do the same things as somebody who is developed? I know this poses a serious challenge, just from the standpoint of you're given limited time, and we all have families and other lives outside of sport that we have to take care of. But as we serve this position and think about how we best serve our athletes, I think it's important for us to think through this idea of how do we meet in the middle? How do we take the time to individualize and still not stretch ourselves? We're in a profession that is about relationships and people, and the outcomes are often what the outside judges us on, but internally and hopefully within your administration, you're judged more on what impact that you're having on your young men and young women. And so as we look at the anatomy and basic sport injury, what you're going to in this new book, where I've got it somewhere here. Hang on a second. I had it in my backpack, forgot to take it out. Sport and First Aid. Mine's pretty beat up. Got it on Amazon. And in this book, kind of chapters 1 through 3, we're going to get a foundation for a lot of things that I hope you already know, that this is a refresher for you, just about bone structure and how our bones kind of meet together, especially with ligament and cartilage, and a lot of those two are probably the main ones that you'll see injuries on, along with the broken bones. But we'll look at those things, and in this topic here, what I'll ask you to do is not, our previous module, I asked you to do a lot of writing and creative thinking and just evaluating yourself and hopefully bringing up new ideas and strategies. Here, topic 1, I'm going to ask you to have more of a traditional approach, and we'll just take an assessment at the end to make sure that you have a basic understanding of the human body, how it develops, how our systems work. In this section, we'll talk about the respiratory and cardiovascular system, or urinary tract, and why that's important. Why that system is so important. Understanding hydration, just how the body works, and it's a great tool to teach your athletes. And our digestive tract and our neurological system, and just how all those things work together to fuel our bodies so we can perform the best and prevent injury. I think sleep is the one thing that maybe doesn't get touched on as much, but just understanding sleep and how getting that, for your athletes, 9-10 hours is probably the most beneficial thing in terms of recovery. If we don't recover properly, our risk for injury goes up. I know we'll talk about that some more and some other topics. But as you look at this section, it may be information that you're familiar with, and that's great. I challenge you to thoroughly go through it and read the chapters and try to just ingrain these these parts of the body and how the body works and these functions, ingrain them a little bit deeper. As you master these things, master these components of the body and the digestive tract, you'll allow yourself to teach your athletes better. We talk about tacticals, we talked about our mental approach. If I have a better idea of my body and the importance of it, I can show my athletes why doing it a certain way is healthier for them, or why it takes less energy. It allows them to play deeper, or why the mental approach is so important in understanding the impact on games and outcomes. So as you read through it, try to think of these things in that light and try to maybe think about ways that you can use them and try to implement them as you go through it. I hope that you guys enjoy this topic, and if you, as always, if you need anything, let me know. We'll talk about physical assessment, movement next, some basics of our biomechanics and how the body works. But take the time and really invest and think outside the box. And if you need anything, let me know. I hope that everybody has a great day or a great week or a great couple weeks as they work through this. And just a reminder here at the end, if you haven't got your CPR certification, figure out a way to do that. If you need help finding those, reach out. We'll be happy to help you. And have a great one.